anything? Oh, there we go. Okay, bet.
Awesome 13. Is that you, Nat? start. Need music to start.
Because if we don't get the playlist set up before we start, then I'll probably just put my favorite song on repeat until the playlist is ready. Because that's what I always do. And I know you don't want to hear the same song 8 times in a row. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Hello. Hello. Playlist. You still there? You did? It doesn't. It's not showing me. Where is it? Dude, this is so weird. Alright, fine. Oh. Well, I don't know why it did that. But, okay, we got it. Alright. Sorry. I mean, I would be getting impatient too, because I'm an impatient person. But, alright. Alright. Put this here. One sec. Okay. Okay. So I guess you could start replying in stream chat just to make things quicker. Um, how's the volume? Is the music too loud? Is the game too loud? Am I too loud? I gotta get back used to the controls real quick. We're playing Armored Core. Okay, so volumes are good? Okay, bet. Okay, I'm gonna start looking in stream chat now. Cause it's like the way I have everything set up is like right under the game. I'm gonna close all these tabs to save bitrate and let's go. I'm sorry again, it took so long to get set up. Last thing I'm gonna click and try is this jam thing. See if that works long distance. Because if it does, then we can, because the playlist is going to run out eventually. All right, so I just added everything from that blend to the jam, and now you can add stuff to the jam too. I think. All right, we looking in stream chat now. I won't be able to see you in Discord anymore. I've never been able to beat him yet. But Spotify is on the computer and the phone and stuff. But Nat, talk to me. Type in stream chat for me, so I could multitask easier. Please. I'm closing Discord. I won't be able to see your chat here. Yeah. You're here. Okay, bet. All right. All right. I know this is kind of. You're making food? Okay, bet. So while you're making food, I'm just going to run through here real quick. The reason I always do this is like I like half speed run. Like I don't speed run. You know, like especially because like I've only beat the game once, and there's still a lot of stuff that I haven't done and whatnot. So I kind of I try to treat every character like it's a full playthrough. But that being said, like these early runes just help a little bit. But the point I'm making is if you want to skip this, like if you ever get to the points where you're like making a bunch of characters or whatever, like this is totally not necessary. I just do this for fun. What are you making? And if at any point the audio does start getting messed up, just let me know so I can make an adjustment. Bagel sandwich. What goes on the bagel sandwich? So I know it took a minute, but that reaction is why I was like, okay, well, we got to do a blended playlist. Eggs, cheese, and avocado. Oh, bet. Bro, I could eat that every day. Those are three of my favorite things. You can hear it? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I moved the speaker close to the mic. So like when you're streaming through console, it's really hard to get music to come through the stream um, without doing like without having extra equipment and stuff. Music's kind of quiet. Okay. What about now? How about now? Good. Okay, bet. So if you're doing a pure mage, then this step right here you don't really need to do. But I'm going to show you where to get this. And the only way you can get this, that item that I used earlier, the keepsake, I always choose the stone sword key as my keepsake. I just used it, so it's not in the inventory. But you see what it looks like later, and whenever you make a new character, you'll see it in the list. But me, whenever I make a dragon character, and like, hey, my song, 9 out of 10 of my characters are dragon characters. I pick the stone sword key and I do this. But if you're not making a dragon, then you don't need to do this. Oh, I could have went. Oh yeah. This is like this is like from Soft 101, putting all kind of secrets and hidden stuff in like weird places, like the beginning of the game or like the opposite direction of where you're supposed to go. Damn, where the fuck is the horse at? Bro, the horse is taking forever to get up here. Bro, oh my gosh, it never takes this long to get up here. Woo! Yo! Bro, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity to tell you a theory I have. It's a two-part theory. It's a two-part theory, okay? Actually, it's a three-part theory. The first part is everything gets harder every time you do it, the more you do it. Like, even if you don't go to New Game Plus. I think the game learns and it saves. Oh shit. I think it like saves the data from your previous playthroughs, even if you don't go to New Game Plus. So it could keep things interesting. I think the game is alive. Well, okay, so I think it does that by either fucking AI or some weird ass, crazy ass, fucking insane, like Black Mirror ass, alive ass fucking shit. Because really, the horse should be like right behind me right now. The horse should be like pretty much right behind me. And homeboy should not have come out of that fucking thing as quick as he did. Usually. All right. No! Bro! Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have to restart. We literally have to restart. We literally have to restart. Because since he died and dropped the item, but I died, I can't pick it up. I've read about this happening. Okay, so this is a cursed character. It's a cursed run. Well, the thing is like I kind of need it. I'll skip the other tutorial. This is the second cursed character I've had. OMG. Alright, so Stone Sword Key. I know, right? Yeah, like, bro, that RNG. No, you didn't. Did you spend a lot of time in character create? Oh, you followed a tutorial? Hey, that's all cool. It's all good. All right, hopefully this character isn't cursed. Uh, we're not gonna get the gesture. We'll come back for the gesture. Yeah, like I have seen people with good looking characters on this, but I'm just like, bruh, how? Okay, hopefully this character doesn't get is it cursed? Over an hour just to make it look ugly. OMG, and this time it's fast. Bro, what? Do you see? Oh, bruh. What? What? Like, I literally need it. Like... Oh my gosh, she's right behind me again. Well, half of what I'm gonna do doesn't work if I don't have it. Like, literally, like... Nah, fuck that. This shit about to ruin my boot, bro. Ain't no fucking way. I am home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am whole again. Shit! Love you, however long I stay. Always love you.
No! What? Are you serious right now?
Bruh, this shit is like, I've done this so many times and it never takes more than 2 minutes. It really isn't the first time this happened. Like the past couple times, this has been... Now it wants to be late. Oh my God! Bro, oh my, bro! It literally has to be. This is the most insane thing ever. Bro, every single fucking piece of bad luck, bruh. How? I literally cannot fucking believe this right now. Oh my God, go away. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Bruh! Bro, that's that fucking shit. I didn't even get the other fucking bonfire for Grace. That's that shit that makes you not even want to fucking, like, it doesn't, like, bro. I need to smoke again already. I need to fucking already smoke a fucking again. That shit is literally supposed to take 2 minutes. Alright. So I guess we're gonna see what the fuck else gets cursed this run. Since I'm actually like doing this like for like a purpose this time, like a reason, like for somebody else, like bruh. Keep talking until they repeat whatever it is they say. We need his quest to go ahead and get started for later. Pick berries. Not gonna have no runes. Fuck that big dude. Bro, I'm so fucking, I don't even, bro. gonna buy nothing from him right now anyway. Fuck, man. Got me all throwed off and shit. The smell of blood in my dreams. Darkness inside will bring the fear in your eyes this night. Oh my gosh. I'm so upset. Don't be fade away. Sleep. Don't be afraid, don't swim into dark. Sleep, don't fade away. She's talking. I have to get one ready. So a lot of times there are chests on these things. These things right here. Come in here, grab this. Then we're gonna head over this hill. Oh, you did get the chest? Okay, bet. Fuck bot. Grab that. We'll be coming back here later. Alright, bet. early game, these things, these graveyards, gonna give you a lot of nice rooms. That's part of the reason I'm not too mad about not getting the little rooms from tutorial, because we're gonna be passing through a lot of these. This is super important. I don't have crafting yet. I'll have it in a minute, so I'll show you what that does. That lets us make sleep pots though. We'll go this way. He has a little quest. Then we're gonna head back this way. We're gonna get this map fragment in a second. You went the other way? Which other way? Oh, I forgot the map. Hold on one sec, and I'll get the map and you can tell me which way it is you went. Or I'll just go back there, because we got to go back there in a second. Oh, under the bridge? So we're going to be coming back here in a second. This is up here. This is super important. I'll mark that. So I'm going to go get that map in a second. I think I know what you're talking about. So since I like to try not to respec until I get all my stats done, like we're gonna build into this because the stats that it has are close to the sword that we're ultimately going for. So this is this map. Sometimes you can get this, what you call, from behind that bear without pulling it. I failed this time. We're just gonna ride up around here. This dude here, we might come back to see him. Yeah, you're trying to do that. Wait, trying to do what? Build for the sword? Oh, okay, bet. So, dexterity is kind of the most important stat when you're building for a weapon, just because even if you don't have the strength, If you have the decks, you can still two-hand it. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. Or if you already know what I'm talking about, you can let me know. Yeah, if there's anything that you already know, then just let me know. So we're gonna come over here. That's Blythe up here. He's up there howling. The trees. They've been eating lead again. And when you look inside of me, there's a item. Into them. Shouldn't have to be this way. These flowers, super important. So you can just grab him and run around him, and then once you make it in here, you're not in combat anymore, you're safe. We're going to be utilizing this axe talisman quite a bit. You it liquefies me. So we're going to go back to the church. So now that we've heard Blythe, now that we've been to those ruins and we've heard Blythe, you don't have to look at him and all that. You can really just ride past. It opens up dialogue to the merchant behind us. But whenever you get Torrent, after you get your horse and you come back here, you'll meet her. Well, the quest for this build's main weapon, get you her clothes. Oh, alone. Alright, so real quick, we're gonna use some runes. Tear me apart. So this is the multiplayer thing. They let you get summoned by other people. Scar tissue. Rope is me. Start flying faster now. Alright. Graveyard runes. About the Howling in Mistwood. So after you go to those ruins where we got the axe talisman, you ask them about that. Well, main things we want to buy from them right now are this. We'll go ahead and grab these because we're going to need them for later. We'll grab some arrows. We're going to need some arrows. We don't really need any of those right now. And we will go ahead and grab. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab some of those. We can go ahead and use a seed. It's fine for now. She has quest up. You can talk to her. I'm glad. So we need 10 decks. We started with 16 strength. We don't need to go past 16 strength for this build. We actually need 11 decks for what we need to do. And we need 11 decks for our final weapon, so we'll just go ahead and get that out the way. And then, so for now, we just put all our points into Vigor. So the cookbook that we got earlier at the graveyard lets us craft sleep pots. Super important. Yeah, so now technically, so the thing about doing what we're about to do, oh, let me go get that map real quick. So the thing about doing what we're about to do is it makes a bunch of different quests like act different. So we're gonna get this map, and there's actually one thing we are gonna go do before we go to the rooms. So now we got a little starter weapon. We're gonna pass the time to morning so we don't have to worry about that Night Rider on the bridge over there. Baka's over here. Arteria leads are important, but you can let him out of that bush if you want. Mounted combat. Super useful. Smithing stone. Then we got another smithing stone. Now, since you're gonna be playing a mage, oh, I like to, let's see, where is it? One of the co-op spots I like to unlock. Because low level, a lot of people will summon you to help fight this dragon. Unlock this one. We got a bunch of stuff to do here later. So if you're doing a mage, like sorceries and stuff, then you probably want to come up here. I'll show you what for later. Well, actually, since we're riding by, and then we got another graveyard. You're gonna want to go ahead and grab this. Like if you're doing magic damage and stuff, grab that. Then we're gonna come on down this way. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. Watch me, got 20 years to die. But what we'll go ahead and do, building, get to be a mage, yeah. So it's gonna be a hybrid. It's gonna be arcane, faith, smithing stone here that you can usually get pretty safe. Stone sword key, important. Smoldering butterflies, important. So we'll come back here later. This isn't really where I meant to go. But yeah, it's gonna be a hybrid character. So it's gonna be arcane is gonna be the highest stat. So we're gonna be coming back here in a second. Arcane's gonna be the highest stat, and then intelligence, and then faith. So the one quest, like the thing that I'm about to show you, the one quest you want to try to always make sure you do get started is the one that I'm about to show you, because if I remember right, this character moves once you go to the area we're about to go to, so you won't be able to do the quest. Come up here. Seed. Crushing the seed. You can find another smithing stone. Not this character. I don't believe she moves until you talk to her, but it's still a good idea to go ahead and talk to her. Another stone sword key. You did this? Okay, bet. Good. All right. Alright, so since we're up here, just so we're not going back and forth, I'm going to show you where a few key items are. Over here, guarded by a troll, we have the strength tier. Yep. And then this guy in here, he will invade. Oh, he's still coming at us. We got stamp. Okay, bet. So this guy will invade. This talisman, I'd say it's a good idea to get this talisman because later on in the game, this invasion becomes unavailable and you can't get this talisman. And this talisman is really good for certain enemies. Whoa, 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 buddy. I usually do this fight when I'm a little higher level. Cause I like one-shotting that guy. And you died from its boss. That giant thing kept killing me. Oh, yeah, giants can be annoying to deal with early on. So from that Coliseum, and I mean, if you don't want to get, like, obviously all this stuff is optional, you know. Smoldering butterflies, though, are really great. Oh, I didn't get the crafting kit yet. Alright, we'll get that in a sec. Oh wait, no, it's because I'm in combat. Always want to kill this guy early on. Oops. For real? Alright, we got some early fashion. Our fashion's not going to matter too much on this build, though. Just going to come down here. Great lance. A great weapon. Literally. Alright, so we're actually... Let's go this way first. And the guy we want to talk to is right up there. You can hear him start calling you once you get here. So you'll see this monster on that bridge. There's a grace there. It's up over here. But the talisman that you get from his quest, a lot of people choose to kill him right here for the weaker version. I like to do his quest all the way. Oh yeah, so that axe talisman, it enhances charged attacks, right? And a charged attack is when you hold the button, hold the trigger. So now that we got his quest on the way, alright, now that we got his quest on the way, okay, so we don't have the item for crafting what you call yet. Gonna come back through here. Grab that. Tonight, we're gonna go see War Master Bernal. He sells Ashes of War. Tonight. Poppies. The ones I always make sure to buy from him I always get no skill. Parry's good, but I never... There's a reason why I never use parry. Quick step is good, but we're not going to need it. Endure. And for this character, we actually will go ahead and grab. I'm so confused. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Impaling Thrust. Let's go ahead and grab this too. He's got a little bit of dialogue. He has a quest later. I see the color in your eyes. So then right behind him, if it's nighttime, a bird will spawn over there. We want to get this giant's attention. Tonight. And get this giant. Oh, I made a miss. Oh shit. Pull them away a little bit. Yeah, we're not gonna fight them though. Alright. Nah. Boom. Alright, he's angry. So we're gonna let them be. Then we're coming back down here. I know you're where it's at because there's lightning. And this is actually a shortcut, so you can use this air vent to go straight up there, and you should recognize this area because we already rode past here earlier. I'll show you in a sec. But we just come over here to get that smithing stone. Okay, so we're still in combat, technically. Because that giant is still aggroed. But yeah, we actually rode through here earlier. So that big jar guy is over here. We went and got the big jar guy, right? And now I'll show you where we're about to go next. We'll use a seed. So Ashes of War. Okay, that's kind of heavy. This is actually pretty good right here. I'll show you why we got Endure later. But for now, we're going to go back to this church. And now we're finally going to get the rune. Actually, there's one thing that we can do beforehand just to get a little bit more runes. If you don't make it on there, don't worry, because you won't take any fall damage as long as you're like right around here, because it's close enough to the vent. So we're gonna go see this guy. I wish I could be a streamer. Oh, we don't have enough runes yet. Oops. Well, he has a bow that we're going to buy for later. But the main reason we came down here was to get this, the gold pickle foulfoot. And we're going to be able to craft a lot of those later. That's why we want the bow. But since we don't have the runes right now, we'll just unlock this. You can't teleport inside of caves. Alright, so normally there's like a handful of other stuff I do before doing this, but in interest of showing you the meat of what it is we need to do, and because if I was new, I would probably do it in this order myself, just because doing it in this order, the other quests that get moved along aren't that big a deal. Like, you can still complete them regularly. The only one that gets weird is that jar guy, and doing it this way gives you a lot of HP to start out with to make things easier as you're, getting used to the game and whatnot. So we came to this church, Third Church America, and there is a quest for a guy who will actually tell you about this. But what we're going to do is we are going to teleport. We're going to use this. See, people used to tell me that, and that's kind of why I have all of this stuff set up. Is because, like, honestly, like, if I could do what I really wanted to do, like, I would make my income streaming. But I don't know, I just haven't, there's just something I haven't figured out to get it to click yet. Maybe I need to play more popular games. Maybe I'm not trying hard enough. I do know that I probably should be, like, making videos, like, seriously. So we can go to the round table hold later, but basically, and you can just press B if you don't want to go yet. But we just teleported to the upper right side, and you can get there naturally. Like that area where that bridge is and the pot was, you can just follow that road if you want to and get up there. But we take this way. Yeah, trending games. Yeah, really, that is what I should do. My problem is that I don't want to play trending games most of the time, I guess. Or there's like not many trending games that like super grab my interest. But once you either come here, this red area, or behind the castle up here, Melina will offer to take you to the round table. But now that we're here, I'm just gonna go past this guy. Nah. I mean, like, so a lot of this stuff I saw in a video first, and there's like stuff that I've incorporated from like just my own preferences or stuff that I found. And then like at this point, I've probably made about 20 characters, 20 to 30 characters in all, that have all gotten to varying that have gotten to various points in the game. But all the stuff I'm doing right now is like stuff that I pretty much always do. And like a lot of people who play the game like I do and make a lot of different characters and builds, like it's the same way for them. Like this is a lot of stuff that they always do. Just to like, unless you're like a super speedrunner and you got like other crazy methods. So 4 should be good for now. I like to keep them even in case we get summoned, but we'll probably end up changing that pretty soon later. But yeah, and I mean, you're supposed to be wandering around when you're new. You know what I mean? Like, but on the other hand, like, I feel like developers make stuff, like they make secrets and stuff super hard to figure out and find because they know people are gonna use Google and share information and stuff these days. Like, so you can ride by him. You're gonna ride by him. And yeah. Eventually you'll have like, I think I end up getting like 7 and 8. You get a bunch. Another graveyard. Some free rooms. Air vent. Site of Grace. So this is Lynn's Rise. While we're over here real quick, jump up here. Get that memory stone. You know what memory stones do, right? Increase your spell slots. Now we're up to 3. And now here comes our first chunk of runes. Oh, you did not? Okay, well, yeah. So I can show you where to get, like, pretty much all the memory stones are really easy to get. You just knowing where to get them. So there's our first one. So now we actually want a nighttime boss. So super important item, Roa fruit. And this is for Torrent. So whenever you're on Torrent, if Torrent takes damage, like if you and Torrent both take damage, you can use a flask, right? If only you take damage, you can use a flask. But if something only hits Torrent, then you could feed him raisins and it heals him. And you got 3 different types of raisins. I usually just make like a bunch of these and just use these. But this is useful for horseback battles if Torrent gets hit, because if he goes all the way down, then you will have to use a flask to resummon him. You don't always have to use a flask to resummon him, but sometimes you do, and it's just easier to avoid that. So these are 2 of the items that I always have right here. And then I always set up my other stuff like this. So you hold your top button, whether that's Y or triangle or whatever that is. And it takes some getting used to, and sometimes it can be kind of clunky, but that's how I set that up. And my spirit summons as well. 4 things that always get used, but the reason I do that, you can put them on here, but I try to keep as few things on here as possible, because when you're in the middle of a tough fight and you need one of these items, like, it's annoying that the more items you have to flip through, the higher chance it is to get killed. So this, and the reason I mentioned that, first item we're going to put down there, our gold pickle foul foot. And the reason why we want to put it down there and not use it yet is because of this. You might have seen this on TikTok or somewhere, but this is your first big chunk of rooms that's super easy to get, like right at the start of the game. So we did a few other things first, but if you wanted to, you could literally start the game, go get Torrent, because you absolutely need Torrent to be able to do this, because this guy is too fast. We got poisoned a little bit, it's fine. But you want to get him follow you. You want to be careful. You'll get used to the spacing of his attacks. But you want to get up on here. We might have to try again. Okay, so he respawned. So like if they can't reach you but they're taking damage, bosses like to respawn as like to keep you from cheesing bosses too easy. But speedrunners use that fail-safe to get bosses to despawn instantly and beat the game quicker. There's a dude who beat the game in 4 minutes by using something like that on a boss. So we just want to be ready to use our foot. As soon as we see him fall down, we'll have like a split second. And if you miss popping the foot, it's honestly not that big a deal, because if you got some time, then I'll show you the next step of basically how to get to like level 100 plus like within like 30 minutes or so. Buddy. Oh! That's the main attack you got to watch out for on him. That jump attack, he closes a lot of distance with that. So if you die, you're gonna have to pass time until nightfall. So that's one of the 2 types of enemies that only show up at night. And the rest of the method involves killing another one that's in this area. Oh no. Bro, the reason I was crashing out at that other part was like, it is so smooth usually. It is so smooth usually. And I was feeling pressure to like hurry up and get started because I know you were waiting. And we honestly don't know how much time you have. But I want to try to show you as thoroughly as possible. Like I'm going to show you where to get an early low-level staff. Oh! Almost. Come on, buddy. You got it. Oh, damn it. So when he's like that, like basically what you're trying to get him to do is like you honestly actually want him to attack, because if a boss is just standing or walking, they actually won't go off a cliff. So you're actually really trying to trick them into attacking off of the cliff. No! Well, there goes like 10K. It lasts for 3 minutes, so God. Thank you. So the other reason we wanted to get that, the other thing that's really good about killing him. So that's the main thing you got to worry about when you got consumables on your quick slot. That's honestly, so the way it just went, 8 out of 10 YouTubers who you see, or TikTokers or whatever, you're gonna see it done just like that. They actually get them to go up there and swoop off like that. I usually tend to do it a little bit safer. So now, real quick, we don't want to forget this bow because that's kind of annoying. Well, we just want to make sure, go get the bow. Bro, that was so lucky. I can't believe it happened like that. Bro, this is gonna be one of those weird characters. Smoldering butterfly. Alright, which cookbook this is? Neutralizing boluses. We can go ahead and grab that so we can craft these later. We don't want to spend too many rooms. How many of these do we have right now? We got 15 of these, so we're actually good on these. Because you only need 12 for one weapon. I usually get these just because, and I would suggest getting them because they give you tips and stuff. And a lot of times I grab all of these too, but since we're trying to like conserve as much as we can for leveling, then yeah, we're holding rooms. And while we're over here, I'll show you the other thing we do in this area with the bow. It's all kind of in the same spot. It all coincides with one another. Now that we have our bow, I like to put my arrows on right trigger. And you will need 10 decks to use this bow, which we already have from our other sword. Oh, octopus following us. What we're looking for here and the reason why you want the bow, you can kill them with other stuff, but you'll only be able to usually kill one before the others fly away. I forgot what Ash of War that is, but there's easy ways to get this. Actually, you can kind of just drag your sword in front of it. Sweep. Oops. Four-toed Foulfoot. That's what we're here for. We got 3 so far. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it takes getting used to for real. Like, fighting on horseback definitely takes getting used to, but it's 100% worth. Especially as a mage, OMG. Casting from horseback, oh, I'm gonna show you. You're gonna see. Alright, so we got some foul feet. We got some runes. There might be like 1 or 2 things we could do before going to the round table, but we're just gonna go to round table real quick. Because we got a couple things we want to buy from there before we spend these runes. Tell her you're off to the round table hold. And I'm gonna go potty real quick. All right, I'm back. All right. So, now that we're at the round table, hold. We can get some quests on the way. All right, so how are you on time? How are you doing on time? Trying to think what else to show you, or what all I have time to show you. Yeah. I was asking how much. I'm trying to think how much I can show you all together. Since this is gonna be a magic character, we'll get her quest started. But yeah, I was trying to figure out the best way to show you everything I can and how much time you have, so I know what all I can show you. Because what we did just now was like the first big step. Oh, no, it's all good. Okay, bet. Alright. So, 20 minutes. Okay. Then let me think of the most important things to show you. So, we can grab these. We can grab that memory stone. Oh, and the dagger. And that's all we need from her right now. Now that we got our first chunk of runes, we want to go back to Lynn's Rise. And go ahead and level up. So we got to 33 vigor. Okay, that's good. Now we just want to, let me see, we're gonna check the, what you call. Boom, boom. You might have, oh, yeah. We're gonna need a little bit of intelligence for that staff. Okay, what's the first thing we kill? Alright, actually, yeah. We can go ahead and do this. Alright, so next. So yeah, that right there. So the soft caps for HP are 40 and 60. So one of the main things you kind of always want to do, especially if you're newer and whatnot, is kind of just getting your HP up. Gonna head up to this fort. So this dragon right here is who we're gonna come back to farm. And there's a bunch of ways to do it, but the way that I'm gonna show you is like pretty much the fastest. After we get that site of grace, gonna ride down past the dragon for a key item in the setup. Now she's awake. Then you want to come down here for the easiest, freest Somber Stone 8 in the game. Or 9. Oh, yeah. I'll do that sometimes. Sometimes I get stuck in it for a while too. Map. Then there's a little bug over here. It's kind of tanky. So what you can do is get him to roll off the cliff if he wants to. Okay, sir. I really want to. It's kind of my dream. Really love to. So yeah, past. And that tower is kind of important. Well, I mean, can be. But. Well, actually, yeah, for mage builds, eventually you're going to probably want to make your way to that tower. But one of the most important items in the game, another one super early, and there's probably people who would laugh at me for claiming so, but I don't care. So one thing about this game is the environment. They use the environment to storytell and give you clues, right? So you see how we just rode past a bunch of those big ass fucking mutant dogs, right? Here's a merchant. Chat! Hold on, chat! One of the most important items in the game. Beast repellent torch. It almost... We'll grab a few more arrows while we're up here. Almost never leaves my side. And actually, since we're going to go for a couple more boss kills at the moment. Let's see. Do we have any runes to use? And since we are... Just burn them all. Run it up. Run them up. Oh, yeah. Chad, am I cooked? Am I cooked, Chad? Chad, are we cooked? These are super useful. Whenever you can, just grab a bunch. We'll just go grab those for him so we don't have to come back later. We'll probably come back for his Spike Cestus later. But, so now that we got that beast repellent torch, we'll go back to Fort Ferris. And, like I said, it really, like, almost never leaves my side, right? Oh, and the golden vow that we got from that knight that was on that horse up there, we'll put golden vow on this until, and you could really put like bloodhound step. I'll show you why bloodhounds. This will iframe through a lot of stuff. You can iframe through the swamp, poison, through people's attacks. Like if you're having a hard time dodging stuff, that knight that we killed that got to kill himself, he gives you bloodhound step in addition to those 40,000 runes. So yeah, but me personally, until I get something else on it. We're gonna try piercing thrust just because I know that this weapon does pierce. We'll just do it standard for now. But I'm trying to branch out and try new stuff. But beast repellent torch, must have. The other thing that I put right here once I get it is my lantern. Because if I'm not gonna be having my, like, if I need light, but I'm not gonna have the torch on the other hand, then the lantern. Spirit ashes. We don't need them right here, but you can summon these in a lot of places to help you with mobs. So Fort Ferrith is important for a bunch of reasons. Like, there's a lot of areas that are important that you end up coming back to, like, a bunch for a bunch of different reasons. But and again, you absolutely don't have to fucking do a bunch of this, like summoning those. The reason I get the beast repellent torch though, before I come in here, is because there is a talisman in here that's guarded by rats. So beast repellent torch, as its name implies, repels beasts. So by beasts, it means four-legged animals, which is your wolves, your dogs, and your rats. It doesn't repel birds. It doesn't repel anything that flies. And it doesn't repel any animal that is frenzied by any means. So if an alpha animal frenzies other animals, then it can nullify the repellent. If you attack the animal and pull its aggro, it can nullify the repellent. And if the animal is frenzied from the status effect frenzy, like his eyes are glowing orange, then repellent has no effect. But giant dogs, it'll repel them until they get frenzied by their alpha, if there is one. And yeah, every other four-legged animal. Any kind of dog, diseased dogs, all of them, all the rats. Come up here for smithing stones, stone sword keys, which you'll need later. Our next two bosses are right down here. The next two bosses that we're gonna get to kill themselves. And we need both of them we also coincidentally need both of those bosses for items that we need for magic stuff. Now, one of them, there's an item that we could go get right across the way from him that takes a couple minutes just to make getting through his scenario a little easier. Well, so the VOD will be muted because it has copywritten music, but I can send you the VOD if you want. Or, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that's like, there's so many YouTubers who have guides that are probably like better than mine just because they have timestamps and kind of quicker and you can fast forward and stuff. So we talked to Millicent, and it's useful to get her out of the way before you want to go in the swamp. So you want to be careful when you drop down there. You want to come to a complete stop, because if you're sliding and while you drop, then it doesn't register, like it registers extra distance and you'll die. So you want to come talk to him. Send it to you with that video. Yeah. So he's gonna give us a quest. Yeah, fall damage is super specific in this game. Like, I know it's a bunch of cliffs that look like I've just been dropping down, but that's because I've dropped down them before and I kind of already like familiar with the distance. And after you die a bunch to falls that you thought you could have made, you'll start getting the distance too. So, actually, there's more mage stuff in this town. So right behind him, so we'll pull out our beast repellent torch because there's going to be some dogs over there that we want to avoid. While we're getting this thing. Yeah. You can get this spirit ash if you want. It's of that dog. Oh yeah, but what I was talking about with like environmental storytelling, what they do is in hints and stuff, like if you see a bunch of dragon stuff, then there might be a dragon item. Like there's a bunch of mages here, so there's magic stuff. I'm not entirely sure where this painting goes. I can't remember exactly, but it's for a puzzle that gets you an item. Oh, yeah. So we got a seed up here. Boom. Mage stuff. Okay, I just got to show you this, honestly, because it is entirely too useful. Like, even if you don't use it for what we're about to do right now, it is entirely too useful for me not to show you. Like, it'd be a crime for me not to show you this when we're over here. So, I guess technically, if you didn't pick a magic class, this is one of your first staffs you'll get. I don't know if we have the stats to use it. Right. I want to go over here, cross some roofs. See, which one was it? It's that one right there. We can come get this little scarab here. If you're a super long distance caster, then that can be useful. If I remember right, that item was kind of a trap. Whoop. So you want to get all three of these torches up here. There's a very good Ash of War from that bug on that branch over there, but sometimes I miss it, so we'll skip it for now. And I've hardly ever used it. That bug over there. Stone sword key. Sometimes, keyword sometimes, lols, it's easier to, so Torrent went down that time, but he didn't actually die, right? Keyword sometimes. Well, I mean, it worked that time, but I was just already on the edge so much. But a lot of times, it can be easier, well, since we already passed it. So yeah, Toxic Mushroom, not a super necessary item, trap item. What we mean by trap item is like something that, you know, you get tempted to go for, that you could get killed for, but ends up being pretty useless. Alright, so now that we've lit the final torch, Staff of Loss, is that a usable staff for us at the moment? Will we be going to those stacks? We will not be getting 12 decks on my version of this character. Your version of the character will probably have 12 decks in the build that I sent anyway, but obviously you don't have to use that. But so we actually won't be, there's going to be a different staff that's also very close by that I will show you. But now that we did all those torches, chased by a little puppet guy. Right here, we have Spell Drake +1. That right there is the most important item here. And I'll show you why in just a sec once we get away from here. But there's some kind of useful sorceries here. Night Comet. Very good low-level sorcery. Probably end up using that just to showcase. And magic characters, we usually want to go ahead and grab this because you will need that later for magic stuff. Now that we've grabbed that, yeah, yours is different, so you'll probably be able to use that staff. And that staff boosts the sorceries that we just got. It boosts night sorceries. We can look at that again in a minute. So real quick, we're gonna ride through here. Very good Ash of War on that bug. Probably not gonna use it this run. We want that smithing stone. Just want to grab that and dip out because a knight's going to spawn there. Then next to the dragonflies, here's a boss. Go say hi to the boss. Grab that side of grace. Stay out of eyesight of that knight over there. And we can see him coming through right there in the upper left corner. He's on his way. Now obviously you can kill him legitimately if you want. But that guy in that shack that we talked to, Sage Gowry, this is the boss that he asked us to come kill. And to get this guy to unalive himself, we're going to get him to walk right through these geysers. I usually like to get him focused on one. Make sure you give him a wide berth. Him and the geysers, because those geysers will do a lot of damage. Round and round we go, and ooh, he's doing his little attack on there, so he's gonna be stuck on there for a few seconds because he's gonna keep doing stuff. Oh, he stopped early. That's what we wanted him to do right on top of it. Ah, desync. Damn, we almost got it perfect. Oh wow, boss fight? Bet. Hell yeah. Boom, so we got some more runes. We got the quest item. And if for whatever reason you don't want to use Golden Vow, or if you just like this better, and your character will have enough dexterity to use this. I never have enough dexterity to use this. He also drops Commander Standard, which does the same thing as Golden Vow. And Golden Vow increases the damage you deal and decreases the damage you take. So Golden Vow is useful like always. Eventually, my character is going to be able to use it. Like, you can get it as an Ash of War, as it is now, or you can get the actual spell to use, and the spell is a faith-based spell. It's called an incantation. To use the incantation, I believe you need like 28 faith or something. I can check. But until we have the stats to use the spell version, and you want to be careful coming up here, actually, because Gowry has, because he has a guard dog. So there's a super good spell that he'll sell you now that we've done that. So you want to go away and come talk to him later. So we'll come talk to him later. So you want to just stay behind his guard dog, give it a wide berth. Be careful when you're coming through here. Now, if you go into the swamp before Millicent becomes friendly, that girl at the church who Sage Gowry has us doing that stuff for. Oh yeah, Smithing Stone's down here. But if you go into the swamp before she's friendly, then she will invade you, and I don't like fighting her early level. I find her to be, well, she used to be a difficult fight. I could probably do better now, honestly, but I don't even try, because fuck her. And this brings us to our last boss. It seems like it's still nighttime. Yes, it's nighttime, so we're gonna level up again since we're getting close to, let me see him. So we can only get 2, so we will go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. First thing I will need is going to be Faith and Arcane. And how much magic resistance does that put us up? Or if we can actually get some real magic resist. Actually, we'll go ahead and do this because our next stop after this. So honestly, I would recommend just putting all of it into health, vigor, until 40, and then after 40. But we're going to be getting more runes right after this anyway. So, Spell Drake +1. This gives you magic resist. And that magic resist will help a little bit for what we're about to do. How many runes do we have? We got 1,000 runes. So we'll go talk to that guy over there real quick. And we can also use Golden Vow to help a little bit. And just so we don't have rune loss anxiety. And not just that, just because it wastes time picking them up if this doesn't go perfectly the first time. Definitely want to get cracked magic pots whenever you can, so we'll grab those. He doesn't have the smoldering butterfly one, so 121 runes is nothing to lose at this point. So we got a little bit of magic resist. We got some Golden Vow. And we could put 2 extra flasks in HP, which we'll go ahead and do if this doesn't work out perfectly the first time. But this is our last boss we're going to get to kill itself. And what you got to do, very, very careful. And the raisins also help here too. They can. So the last boss the guy in the swamp was only 15,000, and this guy is only about 12,000 or so. So I never worry about getting the gold feet for these guys. But the trick is, whoop, you want to get him as far on the edge as possible. And the sequence got messed up a little bit, so we might have to re-pull him. And he can do that. That happens sometimes. I'm gonna crouch down a little bit. Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo, first goal! First goal! Let's go, boy! Let's go, boy! Let's go! Let's go! What? Let's go! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! The first one! The first goal! Oh my god! Nigga! Nigga! What? Bruh, thank you! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, bro! You remember that day I told you I was like half crashing out because something that usually takes like 2 minutes was taking me like over an hour? It was that. It was that. It was that. And just like you saw earlier with that fucking thing I was trying to get at the very beginning, like I told you, I've done it a billion times and usually it takes like fucking no time, right? But sometimes, ugh. Okay, so now that we got that, we want to go ahead and make it morning so we don't have to worry about any other nighttime enemies. Now, me personally, my character is going to be good on what you call for now. We want to get to 100 mind, 16 mind to get 100 FP. That's our next thing that we need to make sure to get. And so now I will show you where all of that comes together. So you got just enough time. The last couple things we do, we're just going to grab this map. Boom. Oh. There is a seed right down here. You can pull out your beast torch, skirt the edges. But what we need is... Oh wait, no, we're good. We can ride back down there later, but you want to be careful because birds, there's a lot of big giant birds over here. And the giant birds, since they're flying, since they're not technically beasts, you know, some old school definition stuff define beasts as only things that go on the ground. So I understand why it does that. But in any case, birds don't get repelled. But this is Dragon Temple. This is where you learn the dragon spells. Quick look there. And you got a little graveyard right back here. Bro, I can't believe you went down the first try. There's a surprise if you attack that guy. But be ready. And there's another starlight shard over there. Which again we need for our magic characters. Ate so hard, huh? Clean and devoured? What? What? Okay, so there's a bunch more stuff that I want to show you that way, but we'll save it for later. It is more magic stuff. Oh! Oh! Is that where the birds are? Okay, no, I'll show you later. But there's some other stuff that we are going to need over there. But I'll show you the main thing, because that sword that we just got, you're not even going to be able to use it unless I show you what I'm about to show you, right? And so that's probably the most important thing for me to show you next. And then if you still got time, then I mean, I kind of thought so, but I didn't want to assume, but I liked it anyway. So now that we're done with that, okay, so this one, a lot of people suggest using this early game. This gives you 5 in all your physical stats, but you will take like 20% more damage. I don't think it's worth it. I never use that. But you can use that to help you in the trick that I'm about to show you, to use this weapon. So if we were to put that on, we would only need, we would have only needed to put 4 points in intelligence and 1 more point in dexterity. So your character could probably actually already use that. But I'm going to show you, just in case you weren't able to use it or you pick a different build, like a different starting character. This is how you can guarantee that you can use that sword. Cleaned and devoured. Is that the one? Okay, that's the one I think that gives us soft cotton. Soft cotton. Anyway, I can't. Anyway. Anyway. How many times are you gonna say anyway? I don't know. This Asher War could be good for newbies. Storm Wall, it goes on shields. OMG, why? Bruh. I mean, but no. Yeah. I like to eat. Eating's always good. You know, you need to eat to survive. It's just a fact of life. So there's gonna be Side of Grace over here. And this is where a fuck ton of magic stuff is. Like a fuck ton. So once you sit at a Side of Grace here, some other stuff will start moving along. Oh man, I wish I had time to show you all the different magic stuff around here. He's got a quest for spells he'll teach you. He's got some spells to buy, and we're not gonna buy any of his yet. True. True. Alright, so two main things that we're over here to get. Warming stones are always good to heal when you don't want to use your flasks. Magic book. Magic people. Alright, moving on, moving on, moving on. So, this area is good for a bunch of shit. Magic, cookbook, magic stuff. So, there's a lot of smithing stones around here. Like, a fuck ton. Like, you can get your weapon upgraded a bunch. He has stuff. For now, we're just gonna go ahead. We got that. So the quickest way to get the sword upgraded. Oh yeah, and by the way, that sword that we just got is the sword that we're gonna use to farm that dragon. Side of Grace. Boom, boom, boom. So you want to skirt around here. Bunch of super annoying enemies over here. And especially want to stay out of the middle until you are good and prepared. Oh, I forgot. But ritual pot. Did the big one get there? Okay, so we're gonna come back here in just a second. But from here you want to kind of go northwest. And we're looking for this little mountain thingy. Yeah, this area is gorgeous. I can't wait to have like honestly I can't I feel like the game is way more active in multiplayer. Oh, hello. On PC, which is usually ends up being the case. Oh yeah, so from there, from this, then we want to go, I think it was west. Yeah, you want to go west. So boom, there's the mountain. West. We'll deal with him later. And then from him, you can go pretty much south. It's more like southwest. Right past those guys, and that gets you the dexterity tier, which is going to give us 10 dex when we use it in our physic. Okay, we unaggroed them. So now we'll go back to that other side of Grace we just got. Oh, I forgot to grab the map. Here's the easiest way to get the map. Trap map. A lot of times you can grab certain items through a wall. So we just go behind that. Like, you'll see the shiny and you'll see those guys hanging around it. There's one of those other guys I was talking about. They like to ride around and generally be a nuisance. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite areas. Oh shit, did I go the wrong side? I think you should go this side and be alright. Okay, bet. So we take that. And we're going to do like a weird little zigzag real quick. because before I leave the area, I'm gonna do a little zigzag and just grab a map fragment. And actually, well, we need to give it nearly. Okay. So we can do this. Boom. Loop around him, around these guys here. Then we're gonna hit this real quick. There's an aggroed smithing stone. So all your smithing stones here are going to be in these little gazebos. And after we get that last thing that we need from here, I'm going to quickly show you. Now, even though we're about to get a bunch of rooms, I always say never pass up the chance to have a bunch of hard rooms. And then I call the solid rooms. And then I call the rooms that you see that you could lose, I call those liquid rooms. Solid and liquid, whatever you want to call them, but always keep a bunch of hard rooms just in case for a quick level up or whatever. Well, so we drop down there. And the reason we're doing this real quick, again, just to get that map piece and show you where another seed is. We'll come through here because I kind of need the map piece to show you the last thing that I will be showing you, which is just the smithing stones. So after you get that seed, pretty much just keep going straight. And this is a lot of teleporting back and forth. Another map, boom. So then we'll go back to that bridge we were just at. Right past the bear. You do a lot of avoiding those giant bears in this game. Stone sword key here. From that stone sword key, gonna be heading to another gazebo and yet another teleporter. Did you ever find the jellyfish shield? Yep, so much of that. Yeah, jellyfish shield. So there's our last Liurnia map fragment. Yeah, it's actually back that way, which I can show you later. Oh, yeah. If you're a caster, you'll love the jellyfish shield. It buffs your damage by a fuck ton. I'm gonna be running it on this build for a little while, but we'll get it later. And here's Smithing Master EG. A lot of times I like to come to him to upgrade my weapons instead of going back to the round table hold, just because I feel like it takes less time. And so, the second to last piece of the puzzle right here. And now we're technically ready. What I'm gonna do, so once you grab that, what I like to do is just come up further a little bit up here through these shaded bushes and whatnot, past that somber fool. If we hadn't already grabbed one, gives us an extra one. And just go ahead and grab this side of Grace, because later on we will want to go up there. So now, last thing before we go see Big Dragon Mama. You need it? Okay. So, the jellyfish shield is over this way. You have a memory stone here. You have another memory stone here. And then, what I usually do if I need smithing stones is I teleport back there, and I start at this one, and I mark these. These are gazebos. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Actually, this one first. So I'll mark these, and I'll go in order, and I'll ride around, and then we grab our memory stones, we do some stuff over there, up here, get some stuff over there, jellyfish shield, memory stone over here, we can go up there, there's a seed up here, and then we come back down there, there's some stuff we can get going over there, more magic stuff, etc, 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 there's some more stuff around there. But for what we need right now, I'm going to do this. Alright, how many? Alright, perfect. And then we are going to mix. We're going to put our dexterity tier and our intelligence tier in there. We're going to go ahead and put this here. Oh yeah. So there's two things over here. I'd also be criminal if I didn't show you this guy. We're just gonna run through and avoid the stuff and just go straight to the boss fight. So now that we've got a couple things, this fight shouldn't be this fight should be super easy. So we're just going to go ahead and pop a golden vow before we run through here. And we're going to drink our physics so we don't have to do it once we get to the boss fight. And that allows us to use this weapon now. Just going to run past those guys. You can step on that plate if you want. Just try to get them to do some damage to themselves. You're invincible while you're interacting with objects, so you can get enough time to hit that switch. Hit the switches. Maybe get hit by one or two yourself. Then we're gonna run through here. This is why we have our spirit ash the way we do. Go ahead and heal up. All right. Oh shit, he grabbed us. Okay, sir. He did it again? What are the dogs doing? There we go. Bruh. That's probably the third. Those last two times, all three times, were like the third. That last time was the third time I've ever been grabbed by that dude. But I usually fight him in a completely different way. I usually fight him a completely different way. Alright, so we did that to get Bill. He is one of the most reliable spirit summons you can get. Oh no! You have like, okay, so if you keep going down this way, we're just, because we can get the guy to despawn. We just have to run away. But there's a cave over here that'll have an NPC named Patches. Okay, bet. Okay, well, like, we're definitely at stopping point. I promise. Like, we're getting one more thing, and then I'm going to show you how to actually get the rest of the rooms. Fight two more dudes, basically. This guy is who invades us. But you get help from Yura, who takes fucking forever to spawn. And he just bled us in one hit. Come on, Yura, stop talking, buddy. There we go. So this weapon does frostbite, which is magic damage, and one of the most OP status effects in the game. Alright. You can talk to him, so you can get his hat later. His hat and his sword, which is the Sephiroth sword. Alright, boom. The last thing that we do before I show you how to get hundreds of thousands of runes a minute. In a few minutes. Cave. fix it real quick so we can repop the physics so we can keep using this sword. Hey. Usually I fight all these dudes. But fuck them. And this is the famous Patches. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, okay, bet. Woo! Bruh. I never let it go that far. Alright, we got a few runes in hand. Perfect. Need to exhaust his dialogue. So you gotta make sure to let him yield and be friends with him. Then you want to teleport to the back to the front, get him to reset. Then we're gonna run back to him. Rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah, get fighters. And now his shop is open, and we can buy these, but more importantly, we can buy the recipe to make those. I like to get those while I'm here just to not have to come see him again, but we are going to come see him again. And now that we have that, we make our first pass at Johnny Don't Like It. Rock the cat. Oh, wow. I can't believe I had that on. I was not supposed to have that on. I never wear that. I never use that. So, okay. Just to recap now, we have our dexterity and intelligence tier in there to give us the dexterity and intelligence requirement to use that. Once we get here, we're going to do a little switcheroo. We want to put our torch in our right hand. Left hand doesn't matter, but we want our torch in our right hand. And now, what are we missing? Oh, fireflies. I didn't show you where to go get fireflies. But I can show you where to get fireflies next time, I guess, or you can look it up. But there's a super easy place. Well, I'll show you on the map. So when that one bridge, not the one with the crazy guy on it, but the other bridge, you'll know because the grace is on the other side. Down there on that peninsula is fireflies that you need to craft more of these feet. But this is what you want to do. So whenever you use, so we got that, right? Torch, this, you're gonna use the Ash of War. And you're gonna use then you're gonna hit it with the torch. But you want to make sure you use this variant, the one that makes the trail of fire on the ground. So that's after you go into the stance and you hit the ash, that's light attack. So that's going to instantly frostbite the dragon basically, and then when you hit the dragon with the torch, it resets the frostbite. then you're gonna need to drink. And this is how you do like 56,000 damage in less than a minute. To this particular boss. You want to keep an eye on the health bar up there. Once it gets to that last tick, you want to go ahead and pop your foot. We gave it one more torch. Then you want, what I do, I back up and I put the flames on the ground, and as soon as you do that, hit the horse and run. Run! Because you need to sit down. And as long as you sit down before her death animation is done, then she doesn't die and you can kill her again. Then you want to be quick drinking your physic again on the way back to the dragon and do it again. And you should be able to get 3 kills in 1 foot. And 3 kills with just these feet. So that was like 60, so that should be like 180k. So then there's a bonus step that I'll show you next time where you go and get a talisman that also increases how much runes you gain. And so once you get that talisman, you'll get like close to 100k per kill. It's like 90 something. And I usually use that to get to like at least like level 120. And you can get to like 120 in like less than an hour. You get to 150 in about an hour or so. But yep, this is it. That's the stopping point for this segment. That's part 1. That's the main stuff. The main way to get you started. And this just gets you started. After this, you gotta still learn how to play the game pretty much. But this will make it easier, but some people might argue that it kind of makes it harder. Oops. Yep. End of tutorial. So if you just burn those 3 feet, then you'll be at like what, 180? So then 180 times 3, you're looking at like half a mil. Half a mil from your first run. Get some levels. And then usually I'll go get some levels and then go get the other part. The talisman. It's called the gold scarab beetle, and it's also in this area. But yeah. And boom. So for my build, go ahead and reset that and make sure that we're getting the first few handful of stats we need. But yeah, that's it. That's how she goes. 23 right now. Well, thank you. And thanks for not judging my crash out. But yeah. I love doing that. I love doing this first part of the game. People are like, oh, how come you don't beat the game? How come you don't beat the game? You should hurry up and beat the game. And I think that's part of the reason why I was like unsatisfied when I finally beat it, because I just beat it because I felt pressured. But I like doing that. Bet. Well, hell yeah, I'm glad I could help. Just let me know what else you might want to see. I'm going to. It's like the fastest I ever got to that, I think. I got a bathroom again. I think we'll stop this character here just so I can keep it for the tutorial character. That's all, folks. We might go in another character. Perhaps. The higher level version. Bro, she's so hot. I think I was actually holding my breath for a good while. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna end the stream just so that I have this VOD all by itself. I might come back later. Whatever I do, I need a break now.